Mercy, Daddy. That's my buddies over there at P3 Radio, and we're live from 304 Studios in Jonesboro, Arkansas. It's an STSPod.club production. Over there is Jake, and I'm the Fat Man. How's everybody doing, man? How you doing, Rhino? See, I got you. I'm just trying to get you every week now, so just be ready. So,
I'm ready for it.
How's it going, man?
Man, it's going really, really good. It's another Saturday, which means it's another blessing from Championship Wrestling from Memphis.
Fun show. Everything's just, we talked about this and don't talk about it as much as we did at the very front. We're in 27 weeks, and that would be 9 set of tapings, and everything seems to be so tight now is the way I want to put it. The wrestling and everything seems to be have improved. We may have to go back and do a watch along and watch the first episode and cringe. So that's what I've been told. So real quick, we had a Dynamite show talking about Lance. Lance Levine was in Chicago during the moment when CM Punk returned. He was there live. It was fun to talk about the live version of it. We also had an episode of Conversations, which has been getting a lot of listens. It was about CM Punk and a possible Colt Cabana feud. What could that happen? We don't know. The return of Becky Lynch, and we talked about the best matches from last weekend. This Monday is the Record Store on Monday, and we also do WTF News Desk sometime by the end of the week. Real quick, we announced this on Conversations. We've always had an episode before Wednesday at midnight and one before Saturday by midnight. So I've changed it because it's all over the place, but we will have 2 episodes every week, and they'll be up by midnight on Saturday every week. So no matter what, you'll get 2 episodes. I've found that people are just listening to it. It's on demand. So they're going to listen no matter what day we put out, but you will get 2 episodes. All right, man, we're going to do it roundtable format. And if you haven't listened, let me tell you what we do. And if you haven't listened, shame on you. Hits, misses, MVP. What do you look forward to most next week? And thumbs up or thumbs down. So we're going to start with the hits. What about it, JB? What's the hits for this week?
This week for me, Mike Anthony, Big Swole, Justin Cole. We saw them go at it again. That was a hit for me. And also Mike Anthony winning that one, become the new number 1 contender. That was a hit for me, and let me tell you why. I like Mike Anthony, but what I like about him, no friends. He does it solo dolo. He doesn't want any friends. He doesn't want the tag team championships. He wants his own championship. He raises his own hand. But the Heritage Champion has remained champion thanks to a friend. So I'm interested to see if that ever pops off. But also, Pete, the Grizz commentator, I thought he did great. I thought he was amazing.
Fantastic job. Yep.
Yep, fantastic job. He was a great addition. Also, I love the Crowleys. I think you got some mega stars within them. I think those are, Jackson and Otis are geniuses in that ring. I've come to the point where I think that they're just absolute geniuses. There's no other word that I can give them. Another hit for me was Alan still retaining the championship, thanks to Johnny Dawson. As I was just saying. He's got a friend. He's been able to retain that championship thanks to his friend this entire time. Another hit for me was the parking lot view of Life Tech coming in after the main event. That was great. Yeah, and it kind of reminded me of that old school Memphis wrestling.
Oh, yeah, very much so, where they bring in somebody for the parking lot or something's going on in the parking lot. My hits, I'm going to go with Martin. I thought it was really funny, and I can't wait to see what they do with Precious. One of my favorite things about that was when he looked out into the crowd and that little girl had her poster. You know, we seen that a little bit earlier. She was so confused. Cross, man, thank you, Cross. You look like a manager. You're dressing differently. You don't look like some guy off the street. Mike Anthony and Swole, really, they had was given a few minutes there at the very front of that. They were boom, 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 man. And I legit think I thought that maybe Swole got his head wrung because they just slowed everything down and just went to normal psychology. But, man, that very first minutes was just fire. Loved the match. Loved the way they finished it. Hope they go back to that because I may be wrong, but I'm right here, right? Like Swole is Swole beat Anthony ever? I'll have to go back and look.
I think he beat him once. I think he beat him once early on.
All right. And Steele and Simon. That was a really good match. Perfect Psychology. We still have the champ in Steele. Steele and Dotson, veterans of the ring, and also Simon's a veteran. So think about this, guys. If you're just getting in professional wrestling and they give you 12 to 15 minutes on TV, go back and watch this match. This is exactly what you do. Perfect Psychology, still getting the heat. They did the double down, is what I call it. Back in the day, they called it the double knockout. And then the Hollywood Horror Show came out. I love these guys. Walker Hayes, as I told you, live is a huge man. And love what they did. I love what they did. That was just awesome for me. They cut Simon's hair. And Maria told us that a witch's brew, you can use hair for the witch's brew. So I want you to know that. So I don't know how she knows that, but she used the hair with the witch's brew. And my final thing, you talked about Life Tech. This was a replay of Andy Kaufman and Jerry Lawler. If no one understands, that's right. What it was. Perfect. Super kick, pile driver, 1, 2, 3. We bring out the ambulance and the neck brace. Absolutely loved it. All right, man. Hit misses. What about misses this week?
It's a miss, kind of a hit. I kind of liked it, kind of didn't. Tiger Joe for me. I don't know if I was expecting more, or if I was wanting more entertainment from him, or if I wanted more segments from him. Maybe not a match. I'm not sure, but I just wasn't invested into Tiger Joe, so that was a miss for me.
I can get that. And I told you that the first, whether I was going to like it the first week. Last week, I was kind of, because of some of the things he said on the microphone. This week, I loved it because they did what I would have done. I would have booked it perfectly like that. Except, here's my miss. I'm going to be this is really so picky, okay? So if I would have had those two guys in the ring, before the match, I would have showed them the Andy Kaufman, Jerry Lawler match. And I would have said, let's do this. Nothing but the headlock. Instead of him walking around the ring, Joe would have put a headlock on Derek. Derek could have done a back suplex, super kick, pile driver. I know this is being so picky, but I love that angle. I love what they did with that match. Not thinking anything about Kaufman until they got in the ring. And I said, this is what this is. This is exactly what this is. and Derek's going to do it. But when Derek super kicked him, I was like, oh, we're not going to get a pile driver. And then all of a sudden, he picks him up. And that was a sweet, sweet pile driver. So it looks so good. Looks so good. All right, MVP. Who you get the MVP to?
My MVP this week, Mike Anthony.
Oh, big Mike Anthony taking. He will get a shot at. It's going to be strange because they're both heels, so he gets a shot at Alan Steele, and I'm assuming it will be the next big show that they do. We'll see. It will be a good match. Let me tell you that. Both these guys are very good. It'll be exciting to see what direction they go in after that. My MVP, by the way, a shout out to T-Bone, Terrence Ward. He's watching and throwing comments in. T-Bone, we like you, man, even though when you steal my phrase. My MVP again this week, Derek King. Man, Derek, this didn't even say anything, didn't even do much this week. But that's exactly what we wanted to see. We want to see a guy that's not in the wrestling business, who thinks he's just thinks he's hot shit because he's who he is, and he can beat anybody. He could have went real deep into this, but that's what it was. We want to see an outsider. As a fan, we want to see an outsider get beat up and carried out on the stretcher. So I absolutely, Derek the King is my MVP. All right, so what do you want to see next week, man?
I want to see your MVP and Danny Be Good. We got to figure out what's going on here. We got to figure out what's happening. We need answers. Derek didn't speak this week, but hopefully next week he'll speak to Danny Be Good.
Right. Before I give you what I'm looking forward to, big thank you to everyone. Rhino and I say thank you. Almost 400 views on our hits from last week. Almost 400 views. We do appreciate it. We have fun doing this, and we love it when we get some kind of response like that. And also what I look forward to, Marco Stunt's going to be in the house. This is the news. We talk about three shows and tapings and the short stories. Here's some short stories with Marco Stunt, and Eugene's going to be in the house. That's going to be fun. And I look forward to what they're going to do with the Posse and the Crowleys. We got the haircut. We're going to have a hair match. That's what it always seems to lead to. But it will be fun. You know what I'd like to see, JB, and I know this is all but silly, but I would love them to turn Little Chris. Turn him into one with the Hollywood Horror Show. I mean, we need new members. We need to get, and turn Chris against Simon. I don't know if they've ever done that. I think maybe they did once where one of them was a heel and they fought against each other, but that'd be fun. Before we do thumbs up and thumbs down, as you can hear me and JB talk, you guys probably know what we're going to say here. But next week, and we're going to be talking about this more next week, KAMILLE will be in for Sunday on the 5th, but she'll be defending the belt if she still has a belt. So I think she'll defend the belt tonight. So she'll be defending the belt. She'll have the belt with her, and you get your picture taken if that happens. And also right here, next Saturday, we'll be announcing we always do a contest in the odd months. So we will be announcing a big contest that has something to do with Memphis wrestling stars. So it'll be fun, and it's in September. And also tomorrow, I'm going to be recording a special episode with Brian Thompson about Bobby Eaton. That's going to air sometimes also in September. So fun stuff. Get Patreon. It's $3, guys. Come on. Thumbs up or thumbs down, man?
I'm going to give today's show like an angle, like thumbs up, but kind of tilted. Can I do that? Can I do like 95%
you can do
up?
it, man. You can do it.
I'm going to do like 95% up. Just the Tiger King thing. I don't know. I was
the opposite. Yeah, I didn't like it the first week. I told you I didn't know whether I was going to like it. I
like it the first week.
I love the ending. I love what they did. That's exactly what they should have done to me. All right, guys. Remember, same bad time, same bad channel, about 1 p.m. every Saturday on the best little wrestling podcast in the business. Here you go, T-Bone. Here's how it's done. Be there! And as everyone knows, I love my mama.
Me too.